Jerron Boots Ennis and Canelo Crawford glorified sparring session is stirring up a lot of fuss in the boxing community, and people are realizing that Canelo can be touched, but the sparring session has very little significance with the fight because sparring is sparring, and Jerron Ennis is Jerron Ennis, and Terrence Crawford is Terrence Crawford. Now, sparring and a real fight, they different because in a real fight, everything goes. In sparring, you never know. Canelo might have been working on something or preparing his defense or anything goes in sparring, but you can't base glorified sparring session on what's going to happen on September the 13th. And me personally, I truly believe Terrence Crawford is going to beat Canelo, and he's going to beat him in a fashion where he's not going to leave it in the hands of the judges. And at the end of the day, Jerron Ennis is a very, very talented fighter, but the way he's been moving over the past couple years, it just made me fall back. Now, I'm a fan of boxing, but I'm also fans of fighters too. But just because I'm a fan of a fighter doesn't mean that I'm a ride their coattail or anything like that when I see them not moving the way they should be moving. Fighters in today's boxing game, they don't move like they did back in the golden era of boxing. Back in the golden era of boxing, everybody fought each other. They wanted to be the best, and they wanted to fight the best. Just like Roy Jones Jr. They can say whatever they want to say about Roy Jones Jr. And a lot of these people that talk trash about Roy Jones Jr. didn't see Roy Jones Jr. in his prime. They caught the tail end of Roy Jones Jr. career, but Roy Jones Jr. in his prime was like one of the best fighters that you were going to ever see in your lifetime. And to me, even though I'm too young to, really, dissect Muhammad Ali's career, but if you look at the highlight reels of Roy Jones and Muhammad Ali, even Floyd Mayweather, it's a night and day difference. Roy Jones set himself apart. And to me, Terrence Crawford, he has that Roy Jones, that Muhammad Ali, and that Mike Tyson, and also that Floyd Mayweather effect. He's not going into the fight with Canelo Alvarez starstruck, just like Jermell Charlo, which led to Jermell Charlo getting knocked down in the fight and eventually taking a loss. I think Terrence Crawford is going to come in with a chip on his shoulder and a lot to prove. But like I said earlier, if Canelo Alvarez somehow, in some way, pulled this fight out and beat Terrence Crawford, I'm going to give him all his flowers because I know Terrence Crawford is going to go in there and give him all that he got, and he's going to leave it in the ring. And I know Canelo Alvarez is going to go in and give Terrence Crawford all he got, and he's going to leave it in the ring because both of them are walking Hall of Famers already before they even retired. They're already in the Hall of Fame. And both of them had stellar careers. Canelo undisputed at 160 and 168, and Terrence Crawford undisputed at 140 and 147. And that's whether people say they took the easy road to get to where they got to undisputed, that's beyond the point. To be undisputed in two separate weight classes is a hard thing to do in boxing. It's very hard. It's not easy as people think it is. And Canelo Alvarez, he has, like it or not, Canelo Alvarez has influenced a whole new wave of boxing after Mayweather. Canelo Alvarez is the money man, and he has been the money man since Mayweather retired. And Terrence Crawford is, to me, he's the people's champ. Canelo Alvarez is the people's champ amongst his people, but amongst Terrence Crawford's people, us, I feel that he's the people champ. Terrence Crawford, he's never had a scandal in his career. He's a family man. He take care of his kids. He can walk amongst his people. He's just a regular down to earth person, and that's what I like about him. And some of these fighters, they just not like that. I mean, just like Tank Davis. Tank Davis has so much talent, but he don't have that dog in him, and he don't want to leave behind a legacy for the new up and coming fighters to chase. Tank Davis told us out of his own mouth, he's here for the belt. I mean, he's not here for the belts. He here for the money. And it seems like a lot of these fighters now are here to chase the bag, which is nothing wrong with it, but that's not a good example to set for the up and coming fighters, because they gonna lose their drive to want to be great. Now, not all of them gonna follow that mode, but you can tell by the fans and some of the fighters, like, they don't have that heart and that will, that drive to be the next Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Canelo Alvarez, Oscar De La Hoya, Salvador Sanchez, fighters along that line. They don't have it in them. And it's like they make so many excuses nowadays that it's just, man, it's killing the sport. And the fans are killing the sport because they want to run with these conspiracies. And, I mean, that's just the way of the world now. Things get brewed up on the internet, and then it spill over, and it's like, hey, people run with it, and next thing you know, you got a whole flock of people running with something that's just simply not true. And I just wanted to say that, to get it off my chest, because at the end of the day, boxing is a way of life. Boxing, to me, is still the cream of the crop when it comes to sports, because it's not dependent on a team. It's an individual effort. But anyways, it's the Boxing Coop. Reality alert. Like, share, and subscribe.